Thousand Islands and Rideau Lakes.
Well, common sense Conservatives will axe the tax, build the homes, fix the budget, and stop the crime. After 8 years of this NDP Liberal Prime Minister, he's not worth the cost, the crime, or the corruption. And today, the Commissioner of the RCMP confirmed that their scandal-plagued $60 million ArriveCAN app is, in fact, under RCMP investigation. Now, we've seen before this Prime Minister use powers of the executive to try and shield himself from criminal investigations, like he did with his trip to the ArriveCAN Island and in SNC-Lavalin scandal, both seeing him found guilty of breaking the Ethics Act. Will the Prime Minister fully cooperate with this RCMP investigation?
The Honourable Minister for Public Safety.
Mr. Speaker, not only will the government cooperate with the RCMP at every occasion, in fact, it's the government that referred a number of these cases to the RCMP. My friend has just realized what the RCMP confirmed some weeks ago, that they are looking into the issue of ArriveCAN. Mr. Speaker, our government thinks it's important that the Auditor General's report be followed carefully, and we think it's important for parliamentary committees and other investigations to determine the facts in this issue before we throw mud around the House of Commons.
Hear, hear. The Honourable Member from Leeds Grenville, Thousand Islands and Rideau Lakes.
Well, if the Minister and his colleagues thought that the Auditor General's work was so important, they wouldn't have voted against the audit that the Leader of the Opposition and Common Sense Conservatives voted for. And that's how we found out about this $60 million scandal that lands at that Minister's feet. And now we have the RCMP investigating them. Twice before, the Prime Minister has used the powers of the executive to shield himself from investigation in criminal investigations with the RCMP. Our question is simple this time. Will the Prime Minister interfere in the investigation again, or will he allow the RCMP to do their work?
The Honourable Minister for Public Works.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Yes, I'd like to underscore the remarkable work of the Auditor General, her support to the RCMP's operations. Well, as she has mentioned several weeks ago, she's already said this publicly on several occasions. Perhaps we could find the member to find places where she said that. She said clearly that she was already communicating with the RCMP to make sure she gets the information.
From Brantford Brant.
Mr. Speaker, breaking news today from the Ethics Committee. The RCMP have now confirmed they are investigating the $60 million plus ArriveCAN boondoggle. While common sense Conservatives will axe the tax, build the homes, fix the budget, and stop the crime, this NDP PM is not worth the cost, crime or corruption after 8 years. Will the Prime Minister cooperate with the RCMP in their criminal investigation, or will he yet again try to obstruct?
The Honourable Minister of Public Services and Procurement.
We know how good the Conservative Party is in providing slogans and doing all sorts of those things. It's a bit strange, however, that this is breaking news, because it's been known for many weeks now that the RCMP and the Auditor General have been working really well together, and they'll be keeping working together really well. That's what their job is about.
From Brantford Brant.
Perhaps the Minister needs to review the evidence from the Ethics Committee. A two-person consultant company working out of their basement doing no IT work received $20 million tax dollars. Talk about hitting the taxpayer lottery. This sham of a company is already under RCMP investigation. Today we learned the RCMP is investigating this into all kinds of criminality. So I'll ask again, will the Prime Minister fully cooperate, waive all cabinet confidences, or will he hide again and obstruct?
What I don't understand is I think the only really person that's criminally responsible is the person who sent out the contracts and things like that. Obviously, if GC Strategies deleted emails and forged documents, that's separate. That's, you know, but them getting the contract and them getting money from the government is kind of like a W, you know?
In this case, Mr. Speaker, the Auditor General identified a number of opportunities that needed to be investigated and where the government will follow all of the recommendations. And Mr. Speaker, if people have done something inappropriate with taxpayers' money, they will be held to account.
Services, you know what I mean? Like, it's